now it's like if I see somebody I know out and I got slides on, I'm like, damn.
That'd be
You
the
seeing
day.
my socks? You seeing my socks right now?
My socks right now.
That'd be the day somebody drops some hot coffee on you.
That's what I'm
Bruh.
saying. Like just all
Or it start raining.
out to the elements. Yeah, it's out. To Welcome back.
Hey, friends.
I'm Juice Shrug, King Mall in the building.
Hey, that's me. Skirt.
S.Carter, best engineer in the game. Hello, S.Carter. This is Coloredradio, and we have, y'all know the voice,
Smplgd.
Smplgd in
That's
the
the
building. Smplgd, take him to church.
Oh, my Lord.
Welcome,
My
sir.
Lord.
You know how this goes. You know what it is. You know how we do this. You done this with us.
Yep.
But we wanted to have you on to catch up. I don't want to call this an interview, but this is a catch up. This is just a catch up with friends, and we wanted to jump into some topics and everything. And we were off camera just talking about glasses. I was watching what is this guy's name? It's one of them Instagram comedians. He is from Detroit, and he just went viral for the you pop a perk and he was like grinding and it's like a light skin.
Wow.
No?
I don't know.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he
I
posted him a
think I
few.
know what you're talking about.
I posted him a few times, but he was talking about the Cardis and like how to be with their buffs and It was like, these ain't real buffs. Look at these. Your shit ain't even hitting like how my shit hit. When I get to that
Where's the
status,
serial number?
Yeah, where's the serial number? Yeah, exactly. Like when I get to that status of like flexing my eyewear, like my prescription, you know you at a flex state right
It's such a subtle flex.
for sure.
Bro, I be seeing old cats sometimes that they got just a random gold jewelry, just be random money, just be peeping the glass at the same time. You gotta peep the glasses at the same time. You be like, oh, okay.
But no, it is an expensive game. I had to replace one golden screw and it was $75.
Stop, bro. Stop. And that's
Why did this
And
screw
you can
come out?
and you can only go to Cartier certified repair places, or I would have had to wait for it to come from France.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Why did it come out?
So did they tax you for the repair or just the screw?
Probably both.
Okay.
Both.
Yeah. Again,
Damn.
it's an expensive game, but that's how it go. You want it's an expensive style. That's a perfect segue into Kanye. Kanye has been arguing. As of today, he is still with Yeezy. He's still with Adidas until 2024, and then Gap until 2030. But he is in a battle with them for taking his IP, the Yeezy 350, and then bastardizing it and making a lower priced similarity, a similar shoe that is like a Wave Runner type shoe, where it's the Wave Runner but it has laces on it. And then they're copying the slides. And then
Slides is hard though.
Slides. I mean, it's either A, it's Yeezy being Yeezy, and he has great designers around him to build these perfect designs. That's why they're stealing them, because they work. Or it's Gap saying and Adidas saying.
The Gap one is the one that doesn't sit with me, because they've had that black Gap T-shirt for 30 plus years.
Black Gap T-shirt, yes. Structure of T-shirt, I think that's the
cut.
The cut of it. The cut of it is Balenciaga cut. It's a
Wait. What
shoulder.
black cut T-shirt? Gap T-shirt.
So, and I'll put it on screen. Yeezy Gap, they did a Balenciaga line. Yeah.
Bruh.
That they did a Balenciaga shirt, and it was like, it's the cut of the shirt is very Balenciaga, where it's a boxier frame. something like this. Going slow. Something like that. So the cut of it is what is making it more
Okay.
But the colorway is a colorway that's being used. So I can agree with you for cut.
Yeah.
In this instance with Gap, the colorway was a staple of the brand that T-shirt is
back of it is the dove. So
Donda Doves.
The faded Gap look, or the opacity of the Gap logo is deep into the shirt, so it kind of looks like it's not there.
Right.
That's been a Yeezy thing for a while now. Could he have stolen that from just style of fashion in general from Gap, from somebody else?
He stole it when he worked for the Gap.
Exactly. Exactly. And Ye is known for like adopting ideas and turning it into his own. Like he combined a lot of things together to get the first Yeezy in general. So
okay, if you look at the Wave Runner, I think it was the combination of Ye going back and going through the archive pieces at Adidas and taking elements from Adidas shoes and design elements that he likes to make this shoe.
Yes,
that's how you got the Wave
Runner. If anything, I would say the only thing that you can really say is yours is possibly the mold for the actual sole and how it's actually put. But other than that, you can't really.
He can't do it. He signed the paperwork. What a lot of people is going back to.
Slavery is a choice.
Slavery is a choice, and you signed yourself over for the infrastructure, what you wanted. And you did the right thing to a point where you get 15% on the brand, right. like you get your 15%, but he wants to. I don't know if y'all saw. Did y'all see him standing in front of the board
and berating them? Yeah,
and just yelling at them and just like saying y'all don't get it, and. That moment alone, because you gotta think, because I'm like just in the corporate office for the first time, so like thinking like you just there and you're like, oh, I gotta listen, like I got an email to send to get these 100,000 shoes from Asia over here, and you're yelling at me because 3 people don't want to listen to you. I thought about that, but then on the other side of being Ye. Like, no, I'm yelling at these people because I'm going to make them more billions, and me being a part of this took y'all brand to a next level. There's no way on the earth that can take your brand to not Billie English, whatever her name is. Billie Eilish.
She didn't sell them Jordans.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. The only person that I can think can do something similar is Rihanna. Travis. But again, that's same lane-ish type thing where they're like they're going hard.
Beyonce's line on Adidas up par to
Ivy Park.
I'm about to say is that up par though?
You know Jay got that business all the way to
that's what I'm saying. We don't hear the flex about the Ivy Park, but yeah, she probably cleaned up easy off that shit. But they're not going to Beyonce's team and telling them that we're doing a downgraded version of Ivy Park called a brisk walk or something like that.
Brisk walk, no.
Where it's a weird version of it. They put laces on a Wave Runner. Like I would have felt disrespected. Like you coming at me. The whole point of it being a slip on is so you don't have to tie your shoe and shit like that. Like you put laces on it. That's right. That's
a weird looking.
But even look at it from Adidas' point of view. This is a $24 billion a year company, and Yeezy is only responsible for 2 of that billion.
Yes.
A year.
Yes.
But that $2 billion accounts for 68% of your online sales.
Boom. And would you be relevant in the designer shoe game, or however you want to say it, if not for Ye? Because everybody would have Travis, Drake, and Virgil. Is that Louis? Rest in peace. Just so many other areas where people are getting their expensive luxury hip hop shoe.
I feel that
all the stuff with SB, all the SB stuff.
Kanye walked so Virgil could run.
All
But what Virgil was able to do with the 10 and them allowing him to put out 100 different pairs of dunks and then put out 30 different pairs
He was
of
going hard.
sneak
man.
in that short time.
He was going hard.
Yeah.
They allowed him to do that when they really throttled Ye.
Mm.
And I'm pretty sure Virgil got the Louis job that Kanye wanted.
Mm-hmm. That he's
That's
Louis
what- He
Vuitton
interned
Don.
for
Yeah,
it.
Louis Vuitton Don is the reason. Like,
He interned at Louis.
Kanye did.
That's where you
Yeah.
got it. That's where he started making shoes.
Damn.
His first shoe he made was a Louis shoe.
Yeah, I remember the
Louis
red
shoe.
one.
And then the Nike Yeezy is based off of 3 or 4, something like that. It's based off the Jordan 3 or 4, and then he just added to it. Yeah, so
That's fucked up.
that video showed me a lot of power you can have when your brand is you. Like when you're the brand and when you say, hey, we're switching to, because I ain't gonna say he made the foam style shoes cool. People that wanted to be comfortable wore Crocs. It's like the New Balance stuff. It's like, hey, people been wearing New Balances, but
Just
when
dads.
I just thought people secretly love anime because half the time you look like an anime character with them bills on.
I thought you were gonna say the giblets are all anime.
No, because of the cut of the pants got to go with the shoe a certain way, and then a lot of his like the one slides was based off of like Japanese shoes.
yeah.
So it's like ever since then, when I see people in them, you look like an anime character low key. So it's like
With the feet, the little white socks and shit. Yeah, I don't like having my feet out in public anymore. I think like wearing slides out.
mhm.
I feel like that was my teenage and my like early 20s years where I was like, I don't got nowhere to be. I don't got nothing to do. I'm gonna wear slides all day. But now it's like if I see somebody I know out and I got slides on, I'm like, damn.
That'd be
You
the
seeing my
day.
socks? You seeing my socks
You
right
see
now?
my socks right now.
That'd be the day somebody drops some hot coffee on you.
That's what I'm
Bruh.
saying. Like just all
Or it start raining.
out to the elements. Yeah, it's out to the elements. I'm just out to the
Wet
elements.
socks is the worst.
And that be
Terrible.
like, am I old? Is that me being old now? Where it's like kids, like I remember
Shit,
getting
old
on a
heads
bus
rather not
with
wear
jeans
shoes in the first place.
and
Rather be
flops
out here.
on.
The grill.
Like, why am I
mattress.
on a bus with my toes out like this?
Hey, bro.
The back
They
cuffs of your
comfy, ain't
jeans.
they?
Back
just
cuff of a jean just
on the
cuffing.
ground.
Yeah, cuff. Oh my goodness, it was bad. That was.
I think you don't wear long pants.
I know you wear your do rags out all you want. Some of your hairlines is going. I get it.
Ooh.
But that's no offense. But I know what hat fishing look like and what do rag fishing look like. I get it. Some people ain't ready to go the Keeps route or the Tiger route. I get you. But flip flops out in public, I think we should retire that soon, man. Like I get the designer joints, but even still wearing those out, you want to be. What if you run into some mud? What if you got to run? You coming out them joints? You coming?
What if you gotta run?
How much is Yeezy slides?
Bro, what's the
Too much to leave.
Two, at least 200. So, yeah, at least two.
Or too
250.
much to get lost in the
what I'm
escalator as
saying,
much as I've been
like-
seeing them
Yeah,
get
exactly.
eat up
They're
by
getting
elevators.
caught
Escalators.
in escalators. You shouldn't be on an escalator in flip flops. There's two things that don't go together. Like
Hey, they spend so much money, they gotta wear them.
I saw at the beach, the dude had slipped his whole foot through
His
it.
whole ankle through it. They can't get it through.
It's stuck around his ankle now.
I ain't surprised.
But look, you know how many times that happened when I had flip flops on, when
Exactly.
your
I
foot
ain't
just
surprised.
slip through the motherfucker. Now
That's what
you-
you get for not wearing socks that day. Shit, not even then. The boys just be loose as fuck.
This is a lesson, not about flip flops, but about handling your business
Handle
correctly.
that
Handling and getting your business handled by a professional. Protecting your IP. A lot of this is all IP, all knowing what you bring to your business. Like if you left, if when Kanye left Nike, went to somewhere else, did it bring them up? Did it rise? Yes. If Kanye leaves again, you know what would be dope? Kanye needs to go to Apple.
Oh God.
Kanye needs to go to Apple.
World go
Steve
shit.
Jobs isn't there though.
Hey.
Kanye needs to go to Apple because he is the embodiment of Steve Jobs.
Hey, the link up be crazy.
Come on.
That
But look,
makeup will be crazy.
Look, though. Look. Apple Music, Kanye, boom. Easy, right? But putting him in that tech sector and saying, what can you think of?
Well, you saw what he did with the Steam player. He
That's
sold
what I'm
4 million of those in an hour.
Come on.
Wait, what is it?
$4 million worth of the
His
Steam
album.
player.
Oh God.
Well, which is a great
It's a
technology.
it's a great piece of technology
That's
for
crazy.
producers.
So
I can break down a song in the stems and remix it on the fly, and Bluetooth it to my computer and record that.
Oh, that makes everything easier.
Yeezy X Apple, he can do the whole line over there.
Just imagine what that line gonna look like.
Come on, man.
What
Like
that release day gonna
Imagine
look
that
like.
phone coming out.
the Yeezy phone, the Yeezy
headphones.
AirPods,
Oh my
like
God.
that's where I think he can go.
It's gonna match the shoe.
I think he beyond licensing Yeezy as a brand now. I think that's the issue that he had with Balenciaga. That's the issue that he had with Adidas. He needs to take it to the next level and act like he really has the answers, because now he has the he has the answers.
How do you scale that?
He
do you buy a factory and like, all right, we're building our shit, like resourcing our like that's the thing where I'm like, I would partner. I'm happy to partner because I don't want to be the one sourcing.
But if you partner, you run into the same type of shit that you ran in with Adidas. Them saying they don't have the capacity to create as many of Yeezy products as they say we needed to, but on the back end, you're creating lesser versions of my products and saying we don't have don't have capacity to produce these.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Your capacity is right there.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the extra capacity right there. So
that's his argument. That's the argument of if I'm 68%.
That's almost a breach of contract. Fiduciary duty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If I'm 68% of your sales online,
most of your company,
they're the biggest but they're the biggest. They're the clothier or the manufacturer for football. For the biggest sport in the world.
So they know how to they know how to produce at a mass scale. They know how to produce a mass scale of shit. That's their goal. And I feel like the only way he can do some shit like that is getting that connect with the overseas guys and getting it straight from over there and not doing it their way, as in the corporate way over. But those connections are already made with those companies. He
needs to build on in Wyoming or Atlanta. They need to move manufacturing here. Yeah. He needs I think he's cash poor at this time.
Yes.
Because all of his money is into the business.
Yes.
So I think he's gonna need $4 to $5 billion to pull something like that off. And
now when these contracts are up, I think he may have it. I think he may be there. You do.
But he had to do this to get to that point.
Yes. And we got.
Well, that makes sense.
Remember,
but he's giving up the ideas for the.
Remember the Breakfast Club interview. He's on there basically begging, like, I need infrastructure. Help me. And
they helped, and this is the part of them helping.
And he's here now. And it's not that he's mad, but he's like, y'all should listen to me more because look, I've been right. That's what I look to as motivation, because from that doc, he's telling, I'm a great rapper. I can do this. Boom. Superstar rapper. He's been saying forever, put me in fashion, the best dressed fashion guy.
Right.
Put me in this industry, put me in that industry. Now it hasn't come to fruition because how his brain works. Obviously, it's everything is going up at once. But the stuff that he can really pull from, he did the shoes already. Mm-hmm. Boom, he can go back to shoes. Boom, he can go to clothing. The Steam player is the first dive into technology. That's why I said Apple would be a great counterpart to him because they are looking for a genius. Mm. They don't have a genius. You sell me the same phone for the last basic decade now.
Especially for the culture.
I think his genius will shine on there, even if it's a crazy idea.
They'll probably have their own producing line if Kanye get in there.
He can be the head of Apple Music and just start good music over there and just find the best. It's so many things that can happen. or with Amazon, but Apple's the sexy thing.
Universal ain't letting none of that shit happen.
Yeah. Because of who he signed to. No, who's he signed to? He's signed to
Def
Interscope?
Jam Universal.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's only Universal or Warner. Like when
Yeah.
it really come down to it, you one or two.
Yeah. Shout out to Warner though, because they got a lot. They got a lot going on over there.
Bro.
Long and short of it all, Kanye is in another battle. I am curious to see how this shapes out. If there will, like, I doubt if they put an end to the subline because it's hitting an audience that probably can't afford the 250 slides or the 350 slides, whatever it is. Like they can't afford it, but they can afford the $120 runners that look similar, and their kid won't get totally embarrassed at school. They still will, but not totally embarrassed.
We're gonna start treating that Yeezy shit like post-Nego Bape.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Can't wear that shit. It's human made.
Yeah.
Or
It's
Yeah.
human made.
it's either human made or when Nego owned this motherfucker.
Well, you'll get this. It's like Tyler's Future line with the donut, and then golf. He sold golf. I mean, he sold the Future line of Zoomies, and it's in Hot Topic and all that shit. So you can see that you can buy a donut show for forever.
You can go get golf at Saks Fifth and go buy you a trunk or a bag or duffel over there. Like
Yeah. So like that's the difference. Where it's like, all right, these designs are gonna be these designs, but if Future start doing cardigans and start doing loafers and shit, like stop trying to steal my clientele when you know that this is a golf thing,
Right.
instead of being an Future thing. So yeah, I get it all. It's crazy. Again, get your business right. A lot of people are saying you signed yourself. You signed yourself away. Slavery is a choice, and you're stuck in the contract. You got to abide by the contract. You should have said you do want 51% rule over any actions and your IP. You took the deal. You probably needed the money. I don't know your financial, but you took the deal.
Sure.
But I do love you screaming at millionaires, partially corporate billionaires, whatever you want to call it, at the top of your lungs.
he's the best combination of Jay and Dame.
I love it. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it.
He has the business of
That's a
Jay,
good analysis.
but the asshole of Dame and the confidence of Dame.
Yeah. And
a
he's
great
backing it
analogy.
up. Like that's if he like what a Kanye fall off. I don't know what it looks like, because even when he was gone and like out of like off the internet and all that, we was like, damn, we miss Kanye. We want some
pretty
Kanye
much
shit.
accepted like he never left actually.
And then he comes back on Instagram and goes through his rants, and then
I'm talking
I'm
about
hooked again.
he was gone for like a year, whatever, right before he came back and started doing the rants and everything. He was gone for a while and doing the kept voice. Hey everybody, how you doing? I'm Kanye. Blah blah blah. He wasn't on social media. He was probably on his pills. He was probably on his meds.
Chicago shit make you turn up on these niggas.
Yep.
Chicago be coming out, man.
Yep.
Bro.
Yep. So
Bruh.
here's even a better transition. The biggest of big homies, Ray J went live.
This nigga. Oh my God.
Ray J went live.
Talk about 2 and 3.
Ray J went
You're funny.
live.
He tired of them niggas.
Hey,
How upset do you got to be like,
random.
I compared the handwriting. Look at her handwriting. She was in bed next to me. Ray J is a legend.
That's hilarious. He's pretty
Protect
much
Ray J at all costs. We're Ray J Task Force. I'm a Ray J fan. One wish will be at
One
my
wish.
wedding.
One wish.
So, if y'all don't know, Ray J went online, straight up on. It made me feel like I was with my niggas and we chilling. And he's like, man, look what this bitch talking about on the internet, man. Pull this shit up on the projector. I'm about to airdrop this shit real quick. Watch this.
The whole text thread.
Whole text thread.
In like size 20 font
Hey,
on
bro.
the
Yeah.
telephone.
Like 4K though.
Yeah.
In 4K.
size 20 font.
That shit crazy.
And These niggas is definitely drunk because whoever's on the keys,
Going too slow.
he's no S dot. He's no S dot Carter. He's like Jack, come on now, Jack. You gotta move. You're shaking the camera. He's just Ray J is a legend. Even when he's walking around, I don't know if y'all peep. He's walking around like he says. I had to tweet this. He's like, look where we at. Even still, look where we at. Pool. We on a golf course. I ain't never golfed in my life. I just like the view.
Indoor pool. What? Outdoor pool.
He was like, I ain't never golfed in my life. I just like the view.
Oh man.
And then when he said that, he spins the camera. It's 3 bitches. Like he's in the Dominican Republic. It's 3 bad thick bitches sitting there talking. And I'm just thinking in my head, like, they gotta be like, these damn Americans is coming out here drunk as fuck, just wanting to get on live talking shit. I don't, talking to Dominican shit. I don't know. But they were thick and sitting there, and I'm like, what is Ray J doing? He been on live for like an hour and a half. What are these bitches doing? Where are these bitches going? Are they about to go out or something like that? Fine ass girls though. He proceeds to show the contracts, the handwriting, and the after text message of when. Not 1, not 2, but 3 sex tapes were signed to be made, were made and signed to be released.
Santa Monica sex,
Cabo sex, Santa Barbara sex.
You know what's worse though? The whole when the first drop on Hulu about her little about Yeezy having to go get
Fuck
the shit.
That show.
That's hilarious.
So
that is
great segue, Maul. Ray J showing the text messages between Kanye and him to go get the tape, to go get the laptop, right? Ray J's being super cordial, super humble, like, I want to make this right, dog. That means there is an actual third tape, which is,
Wack wasn't lying.
Wack was not lying. I don't think he lied yet. And you know what that but you know what that mean. I ain't gonna say it.
I ain't gonna say that.
I ain't gonna say it. But he says some disparaging things.
Rest in peace.
Disparaging things.
Oh man.
About a king. So
we in the Midwest. We ain't on the West.
You know what Craven niggas do? We get chubby and move to Cali. That's the vibe.
Lose all that weight.
Yeah, then you lose all the weight in Cali. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. That's the best place to do it.
You can't afford to eat out
You
there.
gotta walk everywhere. You don't got a car. Yeah. You're in public transportation.
$30 for a salad. Shit.
Exactly, bro. Man, don't get me started on that shit. So they're talking back and forth. Again, having that conversation with a dude got to be wild. Having that conversation with Kanye has to be super wild because now it's like, this is your baby mama. I got three sex tapes with her that made her popular. Like,
the worst thing
and your
is
mom
that
was down for it all.
Chris had to give the final okay on
Right.
which sex tape to watch. So that means you watched
all
all
of
3 of them.
Chris is in the comment
That part
dirty
is
section.
mind
bitch.
blowing.
She left red notes on it. Like, no, I don't like that angle. I don't like that. I don't like what Kyle's making it
She left production notes on a porno
of her daughter, which is
Wasn't flattering to her.
it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't flattering to her.
was
She kept her.
hilarious.
I did think to myself when I first started to say, like, why is she keeping her bra on? Like, Ray J, take that shit off that chick, man. What you doing? Like, this is a weird
Mm-hmm. It was weak.
moment.
It was weak as what?
It was weak, but then when you think about Ray J, he probably was doing some fucking nasty shit to her in the other ones, spitting in her mouth, all this nasty shit.
This is more tame.
Yeah, very much more tame, even for him, probably. And he was like,
And
"This."
you know what? That was the time frame of sex tape would make you famous instantly.
Paris
Instantly.
And that was her
Best
she,
friend.
Bestie.
she was Paris Hilton's closet
She
organizer.
make closet.
Yeah, organizer.
California closet rep.
That's crazy. Come up.
That's
That,
a crazy.
you know what?
come
That
up.
wasn't even the come up.
That wasn't even the crazy.
that was a side job. That was just a side job.
First, she got with the BMF nigga.
BMF nigga.
It was she was with like one of the BMF niggas.
Wow.
Then he got caught up and went to jail, and then she went on to the basketball player.
Wow.
Or no, Reggie.
Reggie
Bush, yeah.
Reggie.
Like
Football playing.
She
nigga.
Then
had
Chris Humphries.
Ray J, Chris.
Yeah. No, and it was a receiver for the Cowboys. I don't know if you remember him. It was Jason.
Miles Austin.
Was it Miles Austin? Miles Austin?
19 for the Cowboys. Miles Austin.
I ain't never seen him since. I ain't seen. I ain't seen
career ending goals.
That group of women make black men disappear or men disappear because we haven't seen Rob.
Mm-hmm. But I was gonna say at the same time, if you in that family, you stuck.
But you're a billionaire too.
Yep.
I don't know.
Rob is getting child support from Black China because she
making 20 million. Yeah, 20 million busting it open
a month.
Shout out to academics because he was like, I gotta see what she doing on here. he on stream on Twitch. He's like, this bitch is doing on here, and like
it's the same shit that's like you paying for the same naked pictures that she got out.
Yeah, they ain't. And we saw her sex tape leak, and it was weak.
The head was weak.
It was weak. Also, they were saying some weak head. I don't know if y'all heard of the girl Ice Spice. Ice Spice, you heard of that? Nigga, you was
you thought I was feeling you?
Nigga, you a munch.
Wow.
That nigga a eater.
He ate it for lunch.
So that's the she got like this curly blonde afro and shit. She thick, but a little quick sex tape of her popped up. Of her giving some dome in it, and they said it was weak. It was cool. It wasn't crazy. It wasn't no crazy toppy, but she wasn't munching on it like how she said the niggas be.
Like, when you really think about it, what nigga is pulling up, eating, and leaving?
Man,
Here's wild.
Here's what it is. It be the niggas that probably buy food. You buy food. Hey. Give me some pussy. let me get some pussy. There's
facts. That's facts. That's facts.
Yes, she does look like the girl from Ed and Eddie. What is it? I couldn't even. With sisters? Are they sisters?
Yeah, sisters.
The Gross sisters.
No, that's
Proud Family.
Say the same thing.
Proud Family. But yeah, the Ed and Eddie girls.
I don't even know if they had a name, to be honest.
Yeah, the trailer girls. But yeah, so the rap with the Ray J stuff, he basically said that they're lying on him because Chris went on the a late night show where she took a lot of detector tests. The same lie detector tests that Maury gives people and that all the other shows uses for him because he doesn't have an actual license. He uses somebody else's license as a proxy. So he's not actually a licensed telegraph poly reader or whatever, but he used a polygraph reader. It was a telephone.
Let's call him a polygrapher,
a pornographer, and he was saying that because you can see on the video, he didn't even let the computer do anything. He was just like, "Yes, true." He didn't even like let it read out, so it looked like they were faking. And that got Ray J upset. It was like, you're not about to lie on me. Yeah, exactly. It's TV.
It's Hollywood. It's all fake.
Yeah, exactly.
True.
But that triggered him. Triggered him his own traumas. And he went on this tirade saying, like, this was all planned. She reviewed it. And y'all got to stop putting my name, like, dragging my name through the mud because I got kids and I got a family.
Yeah, a tech company, too.
He has a tech company that he doesn't want to pop up. Every time he pops up, it's popped up Ray J sex tape because y'all keep bringing it back up for your seasons, which I get and respect. He can't, like, they thought that he would go by the wayside like all the other men who are never heard from again and go off into.
Nope. He said, "I'm too rich for this."
He's more entertaining than their whole show.
Facts. Extremely. Because I don't understand what we going through this man's mind at the time. But he's very entertaining.
When that man said, "I ain't never golfed in my life," first I was like, "Bro, you probably learn because you're in a tech company. A lot of deals get made on the golf course. You probably just learn how to putt a little bit."
He probably just be out there still.
Yeah. And he was like, "I ain't never been on a golf course in my life. I just like the view." I was like, "Man, that's a baller, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I like that."
He let the CEOs go golf. He meet them for lunch. That's it. He be chilling.
Okay, so I was looking up my trainer told me, he was like, "Man, somebody told me to look up like the greatest year in movies, right? And I'm like, what year is that? He's like, 94. I'm like, 94? Why 94? So let's just start with comedies, the comedy section of 94. The Mask, Blank Check, Ace Ventura. I'm skipping some too, so I'm saying the ones that people may know. Pauly Shore's in the Army now. That's when Pauly Shore was hot. City Slickers 2. I don't know if y'all hip this. Naked Gun 33 and a third.
Okay, Naked Gun's pretty good.
It's Pat. I don't know if y'all saw that before, but that was a weird time in my life because I don't know if this is a man or a woman. Ernest movies were some of my favorite movies.
Was the best.
Ernest Goes to School, a classic.
My favorite ones when he was in the jailhouse with the
Ernest Goes to Jail. Blank Man. This is still 94. Three Ninjas.
Okay.
Hey. Tum Tum and them. Tum Tum had an eating disorder and nobody wanted to say it.
Oh my God.
Beverly Hills Cop 3. Mighty Ducks D2.
In 94? God
94. Richie Rich.
Oh my Lord.
And this is just comedies.
Don't say Home Alone.
No, that's after.
I think that was 92.
It was before? Oh yeah, the second one was
Revenge of the Nerds 4.
The first two was better.
Yeah. Major League 2.
Okay, that's solid.
The Little Giants.
Oh.
That's ends the comedy.
Oh.
That's all comedy.
That's
all
good.
comedy.
Those some good ones.
We got The Page Master with Macaulay Culkin. I don't know if I remember that. That was a classic.
The Page Master.
Junior, where Schwarzenegger was pregnant.
Oh yeah.
I think they said
he had the bald head friend.
What's his name?
I forget.
Danny DeVito.
Yep, there you go.
I think somebody said Karina. Y'all remember Karina with Whoopi Goldberg? She played the maid.
Singer?
No, she played the maid. I gotta watch Karina. Okay, that kind of ends it on the because I didn't get the full list. I wanted to see The Crow. So, there's a lot of movies on here that I realized at my age then came on TV when I could remember, start to remember movies and stuff like that. So around that 7 years old, they've been out a couple years now. And they're coming on TBS, they're coming on Comedy Central, they're coming on all the movie stations. I'm like, this is my whole childhood. Somebody told me that Pulp Fiction came out in 94. That's a good one. I think
came out in 1994.
94. Somebody said Mrs. Doubtfire, but I don't see it on here. I give it to y'all. Y'all look it up yourself. I'll probably speed through this in edits, but look it up yourself. 94 is a big year. Comedies alone, I think there's even more that came out this year. And I open it up to y'all. Do y'all remember any of these movies? And what movies do y'all think hold up the best that came from that era of the 90s that you've watched now? Because I watched a few movies lately that don't hold up.
I'll tell you one I can't watch that I literally would go pay. Me and my friends would go pay and watch every day over the summer when it came out. So we saw this movie had to be 60, 70 times that summer. Mortal Kombat.
Ooh, okay.
First one?
Bruh. You gotta think. You gotta think.
It was so good then, but it is so bad now.
Yeah.
We had never seen a video game movie come to life like that.
No.
It never made total sense.
It was Jax for me. Jax was so corny, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
but I get it.
Jax, I think that's been the best. I don't say the best representation of Jax, but his reactions felt like he was a real black guy. A lot of them be kind of comical, but he was like, "What the fuck is this monster and shit?" All right, let's box this. What the fuck are these arms? All right, let's see what these hands work.
And you know what? I've never seen that actor in another movie since. Like most of those people in that movie, you never see him again.
No. The bad guy, he's the main bad guy.
He was the main bad guy.
A lot of stuff. Yeah, you don't see a lot of those people.
And then the Asian dude too. That's about it.
They dropped a updated version of Mortal Kombat, didn't they?
Yeah,
Recently,
like
a
I think
movie.
it was like some shows.
It was a movie.
It's a movie.
Or was it a
What-
fan trailer?
What,
Yeah, I think
That-
it was like a fan
I
trailer.
watched something recently that was
Did it
current.
did it have a dude who played Spawn in it?
nah.
Okay.
I think it got shut down.
Yeah, because that was supposed to be like an indie type thing, but it never like nobody big took over it.
Shout out to the dude that plays Spawn because he is just gonna be known as the dude that plays Spawn. He's
And
in a lot of
Bones.
other shit. He was the ultimate soldier or the universal soldier or some shit where it was a it
Marvel?
no it is a Jean-Claude Van Damme series, a movie series where he's like a super soldier, and he took it over at the end. Where I was like, all right, dope, that's kind of cool. So, the Universal Soldier. So it's Jean-Claude Van Damme in the first few. He fights Goldberg in the last one with Jean-Claude Van Damme, and then they brought it back on some TV movie shit, and it was the guy from Spawn. I'm pretty sure.
I didn't know he
Shout out
he
to them
took
Johns.
over. I know what you're talking about as far as John Claude Van Damme.
Shout out to Jean-Claude Van Damme and shit like that. But yeah, man.
He had all the shit. Well, he was in the 80s because he did the Street Fighter shit too.
Did he do? Yeah, he did
Yeah,
do Street
Street
Fighter, but he
Fighters.
wasn't the main character, which kind of blew me. I was like, you
There was
gotta
a
make-
lot of main characters
Yeah, I
in
mean,
there.
yeah,
'Cause
they had the ones.
He was American.
Mo, what is a movie that from back then that doesn't hold up for you?
That does not hold up.
That does not hold up that you watched recently. A movie that did hold up, The Little Giants. The Little Giants. But I will say, in this streaming area, this streaming era, I skip boring parts of movies now. I'm like, I just don't need this dialogue at all.
Same. I do
I
it with
don't need
shows now too.
Oh, for sure. Like
I
if
do it with shows. Like, y'all talking too much.
if I know what's like where it's going, like, okay, he's about to double cross him. It's about to be a dramatic pause and all this shit. Tap, tap, tap.
I got
or
two,
being real sappy, like man, I gotta get out of this.
I got two 65-inch TVs in my apartment. I don't watch movies or TV for real.
Subtle flex. All right.
They nice to look at, ain't they?
Well,
Almost like picture frames.
Yeah.
well, it's YouTube University
Yeah.
or long stream content.
I can't
like
do YouTube on
audiobooks
TVs.
or-
It's so weird, but I just can't watch YouTube on TVs. I
Nah.
gotta be on like a mobile device for me.
No, I
Nah.
don't want that full screen, bro.
Yeah. Give me full screen, and I'm YouTube Premium now. Life changing.
No commercials.
I'm not gonna pay for YouTube TV and YouTube Premium. It's one or the other
So I have
TV
somebody
is
else paying
worth
for
it.
the YouTube TV.
because I want to
YouTube-
be able to watch sports,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
ESPN.
That's a guaranteed 65. Oh,
But-
$70 every month.
Yeah. But premium,
I'll listen to them.
close
Close your app.
closing the app, game changer. No commercials, like having no commercials for long form content makes it so much shorter. It makes it so much shorter because they'll give you if it's some shit that just came out, like it just premiered, they'll load that bitch up with like 6 to 7 fucking commercials in it that are like 1 minute long and shit like that. And it's unbearable to watch. So me investing in that, my screen time on YouTube has jumped massively. But I do not pay for YouTube TV. I have YouTube TV, but I don't pay for it. But yeah, I probably wouldn't pay for both of them for real because that's a lot of money going to YouTube.
No, I'm not giving you $100 a month.
Yeah, that's a lot of money going to YouTube. That's a lot of money going to YouTube. But YouTube TV is
That's
That's
dope.
cable.
entertainment.
that's cable.
They should put it together.
It is cable.
It's
It's $150 with my internet.
yeah. They should put the two together, but
That's cable.
they're trying to
That's
they're trying
cable.
to rob some
That's
people. They're
cable.
trying to rob us for real with that. But man, I can't do commercials at all anymore. Like watching sports, I'm like, all right.
And I only do YouTube TV when football starts,
Mm-hmm.
and I cut it off after basketball's done.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So 3-month hiatus, I won't have it. 4-month
Mhm.
hiatus, depending on when they stop playing basketball or when football starts.
And shit, if Hulu get the pricing right for real on that live TV, that might be a good add-on for real too.
What is that? 40?
It's still 65.
It'll still be
It
65.
was actually 69. I had Hulu first.
Hmm. Mm.
Then I looked at saw the YouTube. I was like, hold up, I get all of this shit, and I can on my phone bet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah. Shout out to the streamers, man. They are getting in our pockets
game
now.
Come
take
a long
over.
way. Come
There.
a long way from us stealing everything on LimeWire and giving our computers AIDS.
Hey.
Man. and downloading the Soldier Boy albums
You
60 times.
We was getting Rick rolled before it was a thing.
I had bear share. Priceless.
So we danced around a little bit, but I wanted to wait. Being a rapper is dangerous.
Very.
I'm cool with being a podcaster. I'm gonna be real with you.
Shit, that's the same way.
I mean,
Adam 22 still got his ass.
I mean, yeah, you can't. Yeah, man.
They still kicking it though. You
Yeah.
make too much money and you know where the spot is. It's a problem.
You make too much money. You're too easy to get to. You got to make it hard for them. Like it's so many things we can go over it. I don't want to jump into too many details because it's dark and it's just a sad thing. But the fact that we're talking about PNB Rock being gunned down in L.A. at a chicken and at a
Roscoe's.
Roscoe's. With his girl, supposedly he had most of his jewelry on.
I'm about to say he had like a $250,000, right?
But he
couldn't-
always
Like-
has had all his jewelry on in LA. And he's been tried for it multiple times.
Yeah, I know, and that's crazy. Like you go to the worst Roscoe's.
Well, it's not even that. You leave you make it out of Philadelphia
Mhm.
in a treacherous place where you were to get to be a household name and
Mhm.
travel and tour and make hundreds of thousands of dollars.
I think it's because weed is legal over there. That's the only reason I can see him staying there and not going to Atlanta and staying in Atlanta. That's the only thing I can see.
The music industry is in LA.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Studio City,
But he's
North Hollywood.
he was indie now. He was indie now. He has no label backing him.
It's lifestyle too.
Lifestyle,
Yeah.
nice weather. People gonna come see you no matter
But you
what
still
because
rocking the
it's
$250,000
LA.
though, in the hood.
But even still with that,
In Inglewood.
he said in the ACT interview that he danced around, but he was like, I'm always gripping on my Thule when I'm out. I'm peeping everything. It's one of them times where he with his girl trying to grab some food. Don't grab it. Don't. I don't know. It's one of those things where being mindful of your surroundings, being mindful of who you are as a person is very big in those situations. And I was listening to Joe Budden today, and he made a very good point about, every time a New York rapper come to Cali, they get shot.
What if somebody, or if they want to do something about that?
Yeah.
Some of LA rappers. in New
Them
York,
LA rappers
and they
doing
start
that.
getting off over there.
Start doing that.
That's a crazy thing to really think about. I was like, oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because it does look kind of crazy how all these East Coast rappers keep getting killed in LA
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
when the same type of shit can happen to you in New York.
Easier because
Confined spaces.
confined. I'm
it's
gonna
a
say
lot more,
confined spaces.
You gotta walk outside.
and you're not going to many places. Like you, like there's not that
they
many
don't
hip hop clubs to do your thing in or
Mhm.
getting the walkthroughs in. So,
They're-
I felt like a
They
lot
have
of
no
the
clubs.
West
They have no
Coast
clubs.
people definitely check in before they hit New York
I mean,
because
you
it's
gonna
so
get
many.
spotted.
It's so many.
yeah, man.
There's so many people. There's no way you can't tell them, and it's so close. It's no way you can't tell.
It's sad because he was just telling ACT the exact shit. Like he
It's
got
like he's-
tried. He got. It's sad, bro.
It's
sad.
like he spoke it,
yeah.
and
Accidentally too.
And
but
I'm
that's why you got to be careful what you say because you
Mm.
can really.
Mm-hmm.
and I'm looking at his
Conscious
wording and
of it.
everything, and I'm like, is he saying he affiliated? Is he saying he not? Is he saying that he flexed on him? He flexed up on him. He was like, no, I ain't going. And if you live in LA and you're a rapper, you got to be affiliated. You gotta be affiliated. It's no ifs ands or buts about it. You gotta be affiliated.
No, I don't say that. Cause Super Duper Kyle isn't affiliated.
Yeah, depending on the type of rap music.
Whatever
where
type
you
of rap
stand at,
no,
yeah.
what type of rap music you make.
Yeah. But he not even making
J.
dope
Cole
boy
ain't checking in.
He ain't playing. He ain't making dope boy music for real. PNB.
PNB, but no, he was wrecking
It's R&B music.
Yeah.
Trench's music though. He's singing, but he's doing it in a painful way. He's ride way for goons, like, and when they start playing the songs he's known for, I was like, these are all him being an R&B artist, but having to be a tough R&B artist because of where he came from. If he came from the suburbs of Philly, he'll be happy being a Bryson Tiller.
But since he's from the trenches, this is what he grew up in, and this is what he's been dealing with all his life.
And he light
skin.
skinned.
I am.
He light skinned. He probably get tried because of his neck, long neck, and all that shit. That's why he got it fully tatted. When you get that full neck tat, you trying to like. I could see it where it was like niggas will try him just because of the way he look, and he's in a new city. Living in LA and you not popping is wild. I feel like if you ain't really.
I wouldn't do it for the taxes alone. It's
The
49%.
That's what I'm saying. You
That's
get
some
one
shit.
check, they taking that half the check already. You ain't even
Shit.
get the check for real.
If you got a
49%.
$5 million check, you're getting 51% of that back.
That's why everybody moved to Texas. All the comedians and Joe Rogan and them, they was like, no, Texas home now because Cali is crazy right now. It's absolutely and they called that like 2 years ago. They was like, nah, we out this bitch. Everybody
It's
in
Texas and Florida.
Yeah.
The mass exodus, but Florida's just crazy as fuck.
Crazy as fuck. And Texas is too. If they had legal weed, it'd be lit. It'd be lit.
It's too close to Mexico to have legal weed.
Yeah. It's too much politics in that. It's way too much politics. I mean, depends on where you at. If you go to Houston, it's a black city. They say.
Yeah.
Houston, Dallas,
Yeah.
Fort Worth.
So yeah, that just be mindful of your surroundings. I can't even say anything else about it because I don't know what the details are. You got $250,000 of jewels on supposedly. How can a hungry nigga not come get that shit?
I'll say this too: if you are an artist, you don't have to have your jewelry on. Well, you can have your jewelry on your person, like like in a bag, or have somebody carrying it, and then when you need to be in rapper mode, put your jewelry on, take the video,
mode.
go rapper mode.
Ain't that what Lil Baby
take
do?
that shit off.
And people
put
will
that shit
understand.
back in.
People will understand that you're in rapper mode. Let me look good. Let me put my hat on.
That's
punch hat
exactly
on.
what Lil B do. He got a certain amount of jewelry he wears, and then when he goes out, he bring out the big shit.
The only safe way to have jewelry in LA is to have it in safe deposit boxes at the fucking bank, because they're going in niggas' houses.
They come in the houses
to take the shit,
or
they're taking it off your person.
That's how they got Pop Smoke. That's why they got Pop Smoke. They came in the house. They took his Cartier watch and they sold it for $2,000. $2,000. That's what they got it for.
At least the LAPD has alerted all the pawn shops that they're looking for this jewelry. So somebody goes to pawn it in.
Yeah, you can't sell it. You gotta wear it.
You can't wear it.
You gotta. You know, I'm talking about like you gotta rearrange the diamonds.
You can't do anything with it.
Ain't nobody. They don't got the money to decouple diamonds from a chain.
They can't do nothing with that thing.
They can't even melt it down.
That's a paperweight now.
I'll say this too, and I got this game from a jeweler. Get a fake piece and a real piece. And he said, I can make you a fake piece that looks better than your real piece. You carry this around, you wear this around, you don't wear the real shit out ever. That way I have a copy of it, and we can that way I have a copy of what we made, and you can get it back on insurance.
Hell yeah. So
you come up twice because you have the real one that you have insured. You say that one got stolen.
I love that.
That's that shit right there.
I love
and
that.
Go get your piece
fake
again.
one made again.
I love that. Absolutely love that. I love this you said that because here's a little intersection. Turk was on Drink Champs and he said that on the cat night in the bling bling video, all those watches was fake. All those watches was fake.
Hey,
all those watches
not
was
surprised.
fake. All those watches was fake, and
the grills looked that fake to me.
And
once the
that
TV
they
got
said
better.
that they spoke it into existence, and when Birdman was walking in to get them all like their first rollies and shit, Diddy was in there buying $1 million watch, flexed on Birdman. Birdman said, "I will never be flexed on again. I will be the biggest stunner ever." After that moment, and that watch was the bust down that Murder Mace talked about in the $1 million worth of game. That was the first all iced out
bust down
that he was supposed to get first, but Diddy had more money and he paid for it.
So Birdman walked in the same day, huh?
Well, no, Diddy's flexing with it. This is $1 million watch right here.
Oh, that's some shit.
And he's like, and Birdman, like, Turk said, from that day on, he said, I will never let another nigga flex on me like that. I will be the biggest stunner. I was like, yeah, I guess so.
For a time frame,
I guess that's your motivation, brother. All right.
Time frame, he made it true.
I mean, yeah.
But
you think he gotta be worth a B? You got to think of the catalog now. Wayne, Nicki, Drake.
That's a lot of fucking records.
That's a lot of money.
The catalog now.
Then you got
B plus maybe.
Then you got the old shit. If people really still
that's
care about the old shit,
producing shit, all the Manny Fresh shit.
I wonder how many Fresh.
Come on, Young Money. I don't know how much he owned of Tyga, but Tyga has some hits under that.
I feel like he owns everything.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
He say, I said I wonder how many Fresh feels, but he said he feels paid.
He feels paid.
Yeah,
because you had to pay him.
Yeah,
because if you executive produce an album, you get, is it like 20 to 30% on top extra for an executive producer? And when I look back at them projects, 10 albums, he did every song on 10 joints straight.
Yeah. He's the one that got paid. Everybody else is kind of probably iffy, but he had to get paid.
He got his guaranteed.
Yeah, he had to get paid.
Chances are they were splitting whoever was writing them records. You got to pay them people, who's ever writing the records, because
I just want Gilly to show me a pay stub.
Gilly?
Yeah.
Man.
Show me a pay stub, bro, one time.
Also, Gilly and Wallow are in renegotiations with Barstool right now. That's a very interesting renegotiation.
They want the bag.
That's a very interesting, because like
they bringing the heat.
They can go anywhere.
They bringing that heat.
But what are they asking for? Like price wise, yeah. But what upgrade? What upgrade can Barstool not give them?
They got the IP. They're centrally located in Atlanta now.
Are they? Is that where they at?
Have you seen like the little that's Atlanta.
Oh wow, okay. Well, it makes sense for the interviews. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense to get the interviews.
Interviews there.
Yeah. So that's what because you got to watch the podcast game and how the podcast game is evolving.
Joe shit look crazy. Huge space.
Huge fucking space.
They said podcasting isn't podcasting anymore. It's TV.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's that quality.
I mean, look at Andrew Schultz. He basically has a late night sub now. It's no mics. It's all the mic packs now. Wired in.
I think
set up.
I think you could do this good with a good boom or directionals.
I mean,
well, that's what they use to shoot.
That's on
regular shit like TV shit. You got either have some.
It's the amount of production you want to have on a casual conversation, because that's what I look at a podcast as: a casual conversation amongst friends, amongst new friends, amongst people that may have had some differences, but
talking about
either way, a casual conversation. Now, if we're doing some overproduced shit, I think of Oprah. That's what I think of, and when I say overproduced, I need ads in it. I need an ad break, a water break, asking hard questions. Like if that's the realm, yeah, overproduce it.
Nice little audience.
But if it's
But
us,
that's the business portion of it. Like you got a business team to go out and sell these ads and to get this revenue from ads. We don't necessarily have that.
Yeah.
And most of the people who have that, and even with mid rolls, like you got to have a certain CPM to actually get
clicks per
minute initially to actually even get those type of roles. Like what I do for him's ad, because that's 10K a month that they spending with podcasts.
Blue Chew,
Casper
mattresses.
That's some shit.
And they only do it with people with high CPM.
And it pays off because I got my Hello Tushy from Joe Rogan's discount. I was like, man, let me just look it up. I was like, oh shit, this might be something I want to get into. Use Joe Rogan discount. Affiliate marketing.
Well, shit, you could always just do your affiliate marketing and just point people to that as your sponsor.
True. Very, very true. Very true. So, yeah, it's very interesting in the podcast game right now. Everybody seems like they're upgrading. I don't know if it's because they want the change. We as a podcast, have always embraced a new studio, a new look, a new upgrade, a third mic, a fourth mic. Like, it's always been having to keep it fresh. So I feel like we're right on par with that. But the way it's looking now, it's like, damn, we gotta go full like band break.
They're separating.
Like shit we was talking about, like you damn near need to buy an apartment.
I'm about to say, yeah, they separate your tiers.
And set that up as a
Yep. You need a whole area where it's just the pod, different rooms, different this.
I'm about to say, the way I be seeing most of these people, they they build a room specifically in their house strictly for the video.
Because you want to push one button and start.
Quality out.
You don't want to push one button and start everything. That's what you want to do. That's when you want to get to. You want to sit down and just go.
What's the shit from Miami Fit and
Fresh and Fit?
Fresh and Fit.
This is just like that. This is just like hip hop.
What you mean?
Like the Pioneer when hip hop just started, it had its its 5 little courses, and then now it turned into rap and all this good. Like YouTube then created this now YouTube or podcast then created this new podcast now where it's essentially
Spotify. You're embedding your videos in the Spotify app now. So now it's like you don't even need to leave to go to watch the actual
now
video.
You just upload the podcast video and the audio's there.
Mm-hmm.
You don't gotta upload 2 different things.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So it's part of the culture. It's
here to stay.
It's part of the culture because they needed to. They had to pay that extra money for video for Joe Rogan, and they were like, if we paying this type of money, we want the fucking video too. So we gotta be able to show this fucking video.
Mm-hmm. And it works very well for real. Like it's seamless. Where you're watching the video, you close it,
and then the motherfucker just full
screen back up, and it's like that. So it's dope.
I watched a couple Joe Rogan episodes on there.
I watched Ack on there,
but I don't.
I watched.
I don't really fuck with Spotify.
No.
Some Tidal.
Oh yeah. Tidal.
Get an artist a higher share.
That's what I listen to all the new albums on Tidal, and then I watch podcasts on Spotify now. So Joe Budden, Ack, Joe Rogan.
I watch everything on Patreon. I got the highest Patreon. So
you flex. You flexing. I had to give up the Patreon, man. I was over it.
I got rid of Andrew's Patreon.
Yeah, I was over that.
I keep Joe's, and I feel like I'm the only person that may splice together Roy and Maul and Joe like segments.
Yeah,
when they're talking about the same thing. Play both of them.
Look, I don't.
Hilarious, bro.
I don't mind Roy and Maul, and then we'll get to wrapping up soon. I don't mind Roy and Maul's podcast, but they need a spicier third mic than like.
I like Damaris.
Damaris is like the sister who's younger, but like I'm more mature than y'all. I'm just more mature. But then it's like, all right, I don't really. It's not a bad pod. It's just, is it fun? It's just them talking. It's not a casual car. It's just them talking.
Well, no, the casual conversation should still happen because that's the only reason I listen to their podcast.
Yeah.
Because I look at podcasting as conversations in a room that I'm not in that I can
Sit
try
on.
to be a part
Yes.
Got you.
Yes.
That's how I kind of look at it.
I like looking at that because so if I was in the room with Maul, I'm like, bro, you don't tell us nothing, bro. You like you have these conversations, you tell us nothing about your life. Like that's what I would say to him. Not you, Maul, but the podcast Maul. Podcast Maul. But I was like, all you say is that's crazy, and then you're smoking on there. I don't get Maul's personality through the podcast. Roy, he'll give a few like, yeah, I'm in therapy, yeah, this, but I feel like it's lacking because of the mystique of I'm gonna be Mr. Cool Guy. That's what I like. I try to watch. I try to watch it, and I don't turn off a lot of stuff in the middle. I finish a lot of stuff. I turn that shit off in the middle. I turn it off in the middle. I'm like, all right, y'all about to talk about the like, and they be late on topics. Like they had to get their dates down of like being current on certain topics.
It's because they go twice a week.
Mm-hmm.
One on, one off.
Yeah.
One Patreon, one off. Like
Got you.
I got their Patreon.
Got you. Is their Patreon spicier?
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh. Very much so.
Okay.
Just like Joe's is the spiciest.
Yeah. I mean, Patreon. I had to. I might get it back. I don't know.
When I tell you I had a pod I get a pod Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, every week. I need that long form content.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you. Okay. I might come back, Joe. I might come back. I ain't had it in a couple months. I might come back, Joe. All right, people. I ain't want to talk about too much. Anything else on y'all mind about anything, man? I feel like we hit a lot of the popular topics lately.
Nope.
No, man.
Not much.
Check me out at Connect Studios.
Yes, sir.
Running podcast over there and also doing engineering in the A and B room.
Yes, sir.
The A and the B room.
Let's go around and say what we're reading, watching, and listening, people. We can get out of here. Maul, what's your reading, watch, listen, man?
About to go watch Cobra Kai. New season and
Cobra Kai's really good this season.
Hey, it was
Really
good
good
last
this
season
season.
too.
Really good this season.
I already watched. Well, I've been waiting to watch this for a while, but kids just annoying, so I just watched myself. But Thor,
okay.
the last one,
Okay.
Oh yeah, that shit was good.
It was good.
It was good.
Is that on
Disney
Plus now?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I might
It's been on there for a while, but I'm like,
watch that
man, I'm
joint.
trying to watch with dude. I'm like, y'all just keep doing too much, so I'm about to watch myself.
I'm about to watch that
Watch
joint.
myself. It was dope. It kind of give you foresight of what they're gonna do on Thor's side as far as the next phases.
Mm-hmm.
You can see Thor's probably gonna be there for another couple more seasons, or probably. I feel like he's gonna be there for like a movie, maybe two, and then we got somebody else in there.
Okay.
But other than that, yeah, that's about it. It's dope, man.
Sample. Reading, watching, listening to.
Reading Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Okay.
Again.
Kiyosaki.
Yes, sir.
Reading, watching.
Mm-hmm.
I have been watching videos on how to use the new tube tech we got at the studio. So, learning how to use that new compressor for the vocal chain that we got at the studio and listening to. I'm on a West Coast kick. G Perico.
Okay. Hell yeah.
His last tape, just a nice.
That smooth drug rap with the
Drug
Motown infused.
I love his voice.
Yeah.
It's like new age DJ Quick.
Okay. Hell yeah.
It's understandable.
I watched Cobra Kai straight through. Cobra Kai was great. I finished My Name is Earl. Terrible ending.
Yes, it is.
Terrible ending.
Yes,
terrible
it
ending.
is.
Terrible ending. But that's due to the writer's strike of that era. So they thought they were coming back. That's why they left it on a cliffhanger. What? I started watching Martin. Started rewatching Martin.
You so crazy.
And I can't get out of my head them saying that it's a toxic relationship for real. and
You keep looking for the toxicity.
I'm looking for it now, and I'm like, damn, this is a toxic relationship. Like him, like their dynamic of not understanding. Hey, these are his friends, just chilling. Like, why are you upset? Him being on a radio show. That's where I was led to. Like him being on a radio show and using his personal experiences to make conversation. But her telling all her friends that her boyfriend's on the radio, and now they fucking listen to the actual show and hear these conversations he's trying to have. That's where I was like, Martin, you should have had this conversation where they're like, hey, either don't tell your friends, or you got to understand I have to make conversation using my personal life because I'm in talk radio. I'm not a DJ. I'm not playing music. I'm in talk radio. So that was one of the things where I was like, all right, that's weird. They say the third season everybody starts to act like Martin. So like I'm on like this, like I think the ending of the first
acting like
they start acting like, so they're overacting, falling over being like quirky and shit. Like because in TV it's the straight man and then it's the funny person and they kind of play off each other. So like say in Family Matters it's Urkel. Mm-hmm. Everybody else is the straight man playing and they're playing around him.
They really hated that nigga.
They hated that nigga. they really
hated Urkel.
Hell yeah.
Hated because
he's an asshole.
He wasn't a main on the show at first. He was just a character, and then they built the show around him.
He had these thespians that had been in video and TV for all this time, and you gave it to this kid.
Mm-hmm. Oh. But he was gold. Everybody.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It made them stars and a longevity. So yeah, it's a weird watch back. I still get weirded out that the first episode. In the first 5 minutes, they show Shanae. And it's like, damn, y'all couldn't even like introduce any of his other characters first, but it's Shanae. Yes, she lives across the hall, but like that wasn't. And when you think about that era too, In Living Color had Wanda, who was almost a mirror image of a Shanae type, and it's like, why copy that? Jamie Foxx. So it's like, why copy that? That looks so much.
Why a black man gotta dress up to be fucking funny?
In the first episode, in the credits, that they don't even show. They don't show the mom he plays. They don't show the kid he plays. They don't show the cop he plays. Jerome. Mm-hmm. They don't show the kung fu nigga he plays. They show Shanae in the opening credits first. It's wild. I ain't saying it's conspiracy. It's just one of those things where in this current day,
there might have been
coincidence.
I'm looking at it. I'm like, that's wild. That's super. The first episode that they showed him in his mom's dress and in Shanae's dress. That first episode.
So they made him get a dress for the pilot.
The pilot episode. Two different people he played.
That's
how they sold the show.
Two different people.
Him as a girl twice.
Yes.
And it's HBO.
You saying is it on HBO right now?
It was on HBO, right?
I wanted to say Fox, but maybe it was on HBO. Fox? y'all want to say it was on Fox.
I just remember seeing the TV start in the HBO logo at the beginning.
I wonder if that's a brand. What's that? Home Box Office? It might have been under Fox because they got a lot of the Fox shows on there, don't they? Either way, watching Marching Back, I'm curious to see where it goes because towards the end of the season, him and Gina don't talk at all in real life and in the show, so that's weird.
It's all over the phone.
Yeah, it's weird. It's one of them weird shows where I'm just curious to see how it goes. Music wise, I listened to the Pop Smoke album again, which is just kind of weird of a coincidence. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's so much of his energy out here.
So much fucking better, man.
Yeah, quickly, all of the samples he could have got into like
50 had a hand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's again sad, but that album was a classic. They've added so much.
50 did right by pulling them up.
They added a lot more songs to like a certain amount of shit. Where I'm like, damn, this is not the original.
Nope.
The original
album.
They did a
deluxe.
Yeah. Oh, this ain't the original album.
The original album was great, and the deluxe really didn't.
Nope.
That was the.
You start asking about these songs, like wait,
yeah.
And then they start editing stuff too.
Yeah,
Even Victor didn't have a lot of say so over the.
Yeah. So
Good joint.
that's the one thing I won't tell you to go back and listen, but like I gave it a shot again. It resonated with because these songs sound so familiar because they play it so much now. I'm like, oh yeah, this shit was really going at this point. Like he was about to go crazy. So yeah, Pop Smoke. Watching Chris Smooth on YouTube. Shout out Chris Smooth. He's doing a walkthrough of 2K. 2K is an asshole. Nobody told me that if you have a PC, they just port over the old game, not next gen. And I'm
Have
like,
you ever seen someone from PC gaming with 2K?
so here's the thing. Not playing my player, but playing season because you can download all the classes and get it modded like that.
What are you playing on 2K if it's not my player?
I mean, you playing.
At this point,
Or
yeah.
my
playing-
team. Like it's
You're
it's all
playing.
something.
You're playing a modded season where you drop in Jordan, you drop in LeBron in the same.
I've never
season.
played my team. How is my team?
I don't play my team.
My
play
team
team.
is you going through and playing to get cards
Card, yeah.
that equal players, or you can sell cards and players. And
So
you can basically build your fantasy team from all of this shit.
So
but
think of
it's
trading
expensive as
cards.
fuck.
Gotcha.
Trading
Gotcha.
cards, but you play with the actual trading cards.
Like to get a player to 99, they said it's like $100 or $200 in
Oh my
VC.
lord!
Just to get a player to 99, if you just go straight up VC purchase and
Yeah.
shit, you still got to do some grinding to get up to 99.
Mhm.
But they said it's even worse with my team to get some of the crazy players, and they have it based on like seasons. So it's season 1 right
can
now,
miss-
so
yeah.
they're gonna have downloadable content based for these specific seasons.
Mhm.
Specific clothes, specific
All
shoes.
they making a killing, bro.
Mhm.
Oh, they
It's
making
the
a killing.
it's the microtransactions.
They making
man.
a killing, bro. That's what they saying.
Them in Fortnite.
Fortnite, and I mean,
Fortnite with
G-
Goku and them. niggas
GTA
in
has
there,
its
man.
own like its own like system in itself with the servers and shit. Because
Oh,
it's
have-
T Grizzly,
You heard about the modded servers?
the modded servers. Man.
So I have like I can play Grand Theft Auto on my virtual PC that I have. Like it's like a virtual machine that allows you to actually run it on your Mac computer. So you can connect, or you can either connect or join these. They call them role playing,
Yeah,
servers
Yep.
where you can have specific jobs or carry
Yep.
out specific.
That's
you
what I'm
can be
talking
a
about.
drug dealer, or you can be a cop.
T Grizzly has
you-
his own server.
And they make
Killing,
Like,
a killing.
the
bro.
newest one that just went up for
Dirk. Yep, Dirk.
Dirt.
Dirk
It's
has the
100
trenches.
It's $100 to get in, and I think it's $30 a month.
Making a killing. T Grizzly don't even rap no more because he's making so much off his server.
Yeah.
But it's hard though
They
because
say
like,
make like 50 racks a month playing.
so the good part about it is
You gotta actually be good to do it.
no, it's entertaining.
Oh, okay.
It's they actually playing a role. So like they got like police, they got the EMS. So if you get shot on the street, they'll come and revive you and shit like that. It's a whole ecosystem. So say if you a drug dealer, right?
So
And-
it's somewhat like a meta world, but
Yes, exactly.
So basically,
it's
instead
pretty
of
much on par.
instead
It's
of being a drug
Sims-
dealer in real life, you be a drug dealer. out
Sims
here.
and Meta meets Grand Theft Auto, and it's the RPG world. But say if you're so that they need to eat in the game, so your job will be to make burgers at a burger spot. They'll come, you'll give them 100 burgers to hold them over. They'll give you some packs. They'll give you some plaques to flip, some guns or some shit like that, a car. It was like, all right, bet it's the trade, and then you'll move on and you'll play the game.
So it's
but-
not real money; it's the bargaining.
No,
system.
it's real money in there too, but the money can be so skewed. So T Grizzly is like a big boss in there and shit like that. So like he got people trapping for him all around the city. So he can have $10 million in the bank and do it. Like you can basically do whatever you want in that bitch. But to make it more even, he'll be like, I don't got no money on me, so he gotta go trap. So he'll sell drugs to the computer generated drug addicts. They go trap and get money, and everybody gets their own money. You can't, like, in his server, it's not a lot of guns, so you get like the guns are expensive, so it makes it a little bit more like if you really want to use up your gun and shit like that, you got like really be ready to pull it. It's a whole world, and I'm playing with the idea of either starting on this one or starting when a new joint drops and starting on there and doing a role playing and shit.
6.
Yeah.
When that shit drops, because we've been on 5 since. But
yeah. I mean, but look at how much money they're making in the ecosystem. Like it's living on its own, and they keep adding more. You can be dripped out. You can wear this exact outfit.
You said all this is on PlayStation 3.
No, it started there.
I'm about to say
the role playing servers are PC.
Yeah, but it's actually it's a wild. Like I'll send you some clips of it because it's T Grizzly and he's playing as
himself.
Not even. Like it looked like himself, but he has a new name. He'll change his voice a little bit and just run around a bitch playing a role of a drug dealer and being ops. And
like you can't have that gang. They be talking to each other real.
Y'all can be in a gang war on that bitch, and it'll have scores of like who's killing who. It's a great watch because when you get into the characters and shit,
like, so
he got niggas.
Shit and put it right in
they
there.
put the street. He do an intro song. It's like he's like, I play GTA. The difference is when I die in the game, I come back to life. When you die in real life, you're not coming back to life. I was like, that's a hard bar because you play GTA and you used to be a gang member and shit. Like we're a gangster, your Joel thing, whatever he was.
Form gang member.
But he had got
in the streets no more.
He got a right hand man. I don't know what city he is, but it sounds like he's like from like maybe Atlanta or Detroit. It's like one of them somewhere in that area, I think. It's a wild area, but like he's not West Coast or Southern, but that's his right hand man. And he's like, yeah, dude don't got to work no more because he's making so much money off of being a player in the game and the server that he don't got to work no more.
Now, how are you getting paid?
People pay you to join and pay you a monthly fee to be able to play on your server.
Yeah. So
you said people pay.
Yes.
Thousands.
So to get into the city. Like, so let's say you're taking a flight into
it's a waiting list.
Yes, it's a waiting list as well. So you get in, but by paying, but then you got to wait because they don't want it to be crowded. Everybody just running around shooting people. It's a wild thing. It's like some servers are just too wild to do anything. Theirs, it's like, so they'll have a rule like you can't shoot people at the hospital because that's where you're going to get, because if you die, you lose all your money type shit. So like, don't shoot people at the hospital. Don't shoot people in the parking garage because you're trying to get your cars out and shit like that. So it's rules, but some servers don't have those rules. So that's what's good about the Grizzly world is because they have good programmers and coders that can make the designer shit, can make all the cars.
They make all the cars, all this like 4G.
Track costs in their Lambo.
Exactly like it.
So because him and his boy control the servers, they getting paid because people want to pay to play the
and
game.
They're creating the story.
And you can get paid for making mods.
And
making the new cars in the game. So
anybody can do.
So T Grizzly has a modder person who they go and see. I'm like, all right. He's like, so what you got for me? Like, we just made some 4-wheelers. We got 4-wheelers and motorcycles now. So now they drive around in motorcycles because they just modded and made some new stuff. That they did the it was like meet me at the top of the mountain, blah blah blah. So they went up to the top of the mountain. He's like, I ain't really want none. I just wanted to tell y'all I got some Rolls Royces down there. Let's take these parachutes and fly down. Like that was just the thing. They was like, I made some Rolls Royces for y'all, and I got these parachutes now. So let's just do that. So that's just random shit that you can. It's so much more shit you can do in the game, but it's about creating a story and being in it. You might see a coloredradio gang and they have specialty gang chains and shit like that. It's hard, bro. It's hard for it's what you want in like it's what we
RPG.
wanted in an RPG where you can do pretty much anything in that bitch, and you don't see a lot of sex. You would think you'll see more just the prostitute fights and shit. Yeah, but you don't see all that. The bitches be thick though, so it's female players in that bitch, and I don't know why the hoes make themselves so thick, but they bitches be stacked, and I'm like, all right, well, they be trying to spit game to them. It's weird. I don't know if it's weird. It's weird, but yeah, I'm watching that too. Thank y'all for coming. My TED Talk. Coming to my TED Talk. Smplgd, Connect Studios. Come see them. Come get mixed. DJ, come get your stuff DJ'd. You gotta come back, man. Just come chat it up, man.
For sure, man.
Come kick it and everything. Maul, thank you. S. Carter, best engineer in the game. Thank you. Colored Radio, the Office Studio.
Yo.
I'm Juice Up. We out.
That's the